All right, guys, we're back and we're gonna finish this Christmas tree. So now this is my tree. I'm not decorating the back. You can see it from outside. We don't spend a lot of time outside. We have a pool and a hot tub, but it's just us. Nobody needs to see the back. And I only have one roll each of the ribbon, so I know I need to make it last. So let's go ahead and get our ribbon and let's place it in a few places that we know we want it to go. I'm gonna take our tiny little pipe cleaners and I'm gonna come over here to this side. Forehead's itching. It's this weather, y'all. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt and shorts because it's December the 10th and it's 70 degrees in Texas and it is so stinking humid. All right, so I'm taking the two ends and I'm just gonna gather them like this and wrap this around and twist it. I'm gonna stick it inside my tree. So this is technically, I guess you could consider it part of the tree topper, so I should have done it with other video, but oh well. Okay, got it wrapped around there. And again, we're just going to, and I'm gonna kind of go toward the front. I'm gonna move this branch over a little bit and face it a little toward the front instead of just down the side. So you're not just staring into this hole. So we're gonna face it a little toward the front like this. And again, I'm just gonna pinch them together and come in here. Oh, look, a branch. I wonder if it'll tie around here. No, those things do not bend. Holy cow. Oh, there we go. It actually held it. Okay, cool. Now the good thing about doing these is the way that this ribbon is, you can waterfall it down and all your little gingies face the right way. And so I'm going to separate that out a little bit so you can see both of the ribbons. And let's see, do we just want to, yeah, we're just going to single waterfall that one. Let's go ahead and clip it and dovetail it. And then fold it in again for your texture, just like that. Okay, now let's move around to our other side. And let's do the same thing. Let me grab my pipe cleaner. I don't have my apron on. I need my apron. I can stick my stuff in it. It's hot. I just had to go turn on my air in between videos because someone turned it off and I'm sweating. All right, so just gathering it up, twist that pipe cleaner around it. And come in here and tuck it in. You really want to get inside that tree so your ribbon looks like it's coming from your tree and not just sitting on the end. Just wrap that pipe cleaner around just a little bit. And again, bring this one toward the front, or face it toward the front. And gather it up. Fluff this branch out a little bit and see if I can wrap this branch around it. Just enough to hold it. I just need it to bend enough just to hold it in place. And it worked. Perfect. Perfection. I love this tree, but it's a little difficult to work with. All right, dovetail these. Now this side right here is facing the kitchen. So I'm not decorating the back, but I am gonna, make sure my decorations are moved over to the side that's gonna be seen. Okay, we got our little loop-de-loop there. Now let's work our way around some more. Let's back up and see where we want to place it next. And it's kind of the same routine, the same recipe. So we're going to take it and untwist it for one, because that's becoming a pain in my butt. There we go. Gather it. So I'm just gathering in it just like this. Just pinching it into my fingers. Taking this pipe cleaner and wrapping it around just like that. Just like a little tiny piece. And just kind of twisting it off just a little bit. I'm going to clip clip it short. Come in here. I don't want it down too far, so we're gonna tie it right around here. And waterfall it. Come down here. We're gonna do a double waterfall on this one. So we're gonna gather, make our little loop, get it tucked in. Let's see, I'm gonna have to gather it a little further to get it tucked in where I want it and then still stick out where I want it. So we're gathering it, and I got a little branch right here that I can just bend. It bends just enough to hold it. So we have one loop here. And we'll come down, and I think we'll come down this direction and loop it again. So we'll gather it up, loop it again, and stick it in this tree. Now let's see if I can find another branch just to bend around it, just a little bit. I like to place all of my ribbon first because I know I want the ribbon throughout the tree, and so when I just like a wreath, when I place it first, it gives me an idea of where I want everything else, and it helps it give it a more complete look as you're working on it, because if you don't, then you end up adding too much stuff because it still always looks incomplete. All right, so we dovetailed and gave it a little texture. And then we'll fluff it out. So we'll fluff this one this way, and then we'll go the opposite direction this way. Make sure it's nice and fluffed and pretty, just like that. That's, oh my goodness. Ah! Like, my tree looked good last year, but not like this. Let me tell you, it was not like this. Alright, I'm going to take that piece that I had clipped off earlier. We're going to gather it again. And just like a wreath, this part takes the longest. Because the other stuff you're just really sticking in there. But this ribbon, a lot of people don't put ribbon in their tree. But I love it. Because, I mean, I love it in a wreath. So, obviously, like, how could I not? Alright, let's come over here. We'll place one right here. We'll go inside the tree. Wrap it around. Go ahead and sit down in my chair, I guess. Waterfall it down. Pinch it. And bring it in. Come on, give me a branch. Yeah, so I bought this tree last year before I really knew what I was doing. And then when I started decorating, I was like, this is not ideal, but I love it, and I think it's beautiful, and I'll make it work. Make it work for you. I'm just throwing it on the floor because guess what? I can grab the broom when I'm done and sweep it all up. Dovetail it, let it sit just on the edge of that branch. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do my pipe cleaner. I know y'all can't see this side, but I'm literally doing the same thing. And now, where I'm putting my loops, my waterfall loops, I'm not running two loops next to each other. I'm going to, like this loop comes here, so I'm gonna come right in here and run another loop. That way the loops aren't just next to each other and looking really uniform and ugly. Alright, we're going to come right in here. My skin is so dry. I don't like it. Get that tucked in. And this one's facing more this direction because it's facing more toward my kitchen where people are going to see it. These gingies are just so precious. Okay, where else do we need some ribbon? I'm running toward the bottom of my roll. So we're gonna come over on this side. Do a little bit over here. See where we're gonna come right in here. Yeah, I think we're gonna come right in here. Let's see where we got going. Yeah. All right, let's bring it right in here. Tie it around. You know, when you do a customer's tree too, you don't have to go crazy on tying it in. Like, that's not, your job isn't to make sure this tree is like able to be transported. You know, you're decorating the tree and there shouldn't be anyone pulling on it. You know, if someone's paying you to come do their tree, they probably don't have a toddler yanking everything out of it. So you don't have to go crazy in concrete, but you also don't want it falling out either. Dovetail it here. And I'm folding each of these ends in because it just, you don't want to just leave them hanging. You want them kind of tucked inside your tree. And so I have that one with a gingy in the front and the polka dot in the back. So I'm going to put the polka dot in the front and the gingy in the back on this side. Just like so. Oh gosh, I have the tiniest piece left. Look at that. 1 10-yard roll, guys, for the whole tree. Now, obviously not the back, but this is a big tree. It's a very wide tree. And I think this one, let's see what we got going. Yeah, so this one's gonna come right down here. And it's the perfect amount. That couldn't have worked out better if I tried. All right, one more pipe cleaner. All right, so see here, this loop here, I'm gonna go right in the middle of it and put it right in, I think we're gonna go right here actually, down just a little bit. And just wrapping it in there. Wrapping it around just enough to hold. And waterfalling it down. How much we got? Let's try to gather this one. We might not even, you know what? We might just leave it just like that. We just made a loop. And so you can't really tell, and I just have it stuck into the tree. It's just laying there. Just like that. Just finish it with just a little loop. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Like McDonald's. Okay. Now, let's add our big components. So I think first we're gonna add these amazing cakes. We cut the tags off of them. Look at these. These are stinking fantastic. Look at the texture, and they're gingerbread. Like, they're amazing. Now, the beautiful thing about this tree is that it holds stuff really well. So I am gonna take it, and I know I'm gonna catty corner these. So I'm gonna have one going in right here in this hole, and I'm gonna move my branches around because that flocking and these thick branches really will hold on to this piece. And so I really don't need it to have anything on it to stay. And I'm just tucking it right inside my tree just like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing in this one. Now, if I were at a client's house, what I would do is one of my extra stems, like maybe on this one, I would cut it off. I would stick it into this piece, just like that, or on this side, whichever side I'm going in, stick it in there, and that way I have an anchor point to wedge into the tree. So I have that one right over here, and so I can bring this one to the front so it can be seen. And so I think I'm gonna stick it right in here. Move my branches around to hold it in place. It's caught on one. What am I caught on? It's not wanting to go in anymore. Oh, there we go. Get out of my way. Move my little gingy back. We're gonna sit it inside the tree, just like that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, moving on. Now, I think what we're gonna add next is our big ornaments. So I have these. I got these from the wreath shop, which means those picks could have came from the wreath shop too. I bought them ribbons to both of them, but they match. So we're gonna carry that look on down through the tree. And I'm gonna go ahead and place these somehow, because they're big. And that way, whatever else we add, you know, we can't really add our small stuff and then come back and add the big stuff. So they have a fishing line to hang onto them, but I'm gonna try to just tuck them into the tree as well. Since I'm trying to see what else I have to add into this tree to make sure I don't put them in the way. So obviously I'm gonna come right up here and add this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and take that fishing line and run it over that branch, just for some added security. You can't really see it, and I'm just gonna nestle that in there just like that. Let me grab this other one. Oh, I was cutting the tag off of it, which is on the end of the thing, on the end of the fishing wire. I just cut the whole wire off. All right, now let's come over here, and we'll add another one right in here, up under this cake. I can just nestle that right there too. We have 5 of these. Let's come right over here and nestle that right in there. And I'm just looking. I'm looking at my angles. I'm looking at what I got going on. And that's how I'm figuring out where I want to place them. That did not cut. Seriously? There we go. And by not cutting these, I can use these in other projects and use them next year. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3. It's like I really want one to go here, but that's just too much going across. But what I might do is nestle it into the tree. But I think we have a little more going that we can work with. And so I'm just gonna nestle this one into here, right down there. I know y'all can't see it. 4, and then I'm gonna come to the back side. Right over here, the area that I talk about everyone can see, and I'm gonna nestle one more right over here, right over somewhere. Where do I want it? Oh, I want it right here. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. So I have those placed. I also have these other pink ornaments, but I don't know if I want too much crazy pink going on, but these are stinking cute too. Look at those. I don't know, I'm really liking the pink vibe that we have going. But, like I said, I have some other big elements, and we're gonna see how these look. So, y'all know by now, ball garlands are one of my most favorite things to work with. And look at this one. So these have some deep colors in them, and that's why I really wanted to play with it in this tree, because I think it's gonna look good nestled into the tree, and it's really gonna, it's gonna pop, but blend really well. These are from Vickerman. I bought these wholesale from Vickerman, and they were on sale, and that's the only reason I bought them, because usually their ball garlands are about $50 for about 4 foot, and they were half that. So I bought 2, obviously. Okay, So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna cut it up into some pieces and just nestle it into the tree. So I'm gonna cut it up maybe into like 3 pieces. And so I'm just gonna cut little short pieces like that, and we can work it into the tree. So I see this empty place here, and it's almost like ribbon. And so I'm gonna work it back into this tree. And this dark pink is, you know, it's inside the tree, but the lights are gonna reflect off of it, and it's gonna really pop. And I'm just gonna work it into this tree. Just like that. So there's that piece right there. That's so cute. All right, let's cut again. Let's see. Yeah, I'm cutting this into 3 different pieces. So we have another piece here. And so obviously this hole right here needs it. And this dark green is really helping break up that pink. The silvers obviously blend, but that dark green and that dark pink are really just helping break up the pastels and the brightness that we have going on and creating a deeper texture for the tree. That light, I feel like y'all just cannot see that. I don't know, hopefully you can. Okay, so I have this other piece, and so I think we're gonna carry it over here. And I'm just nestling this into the tree, and those branches are really grabbing onto it. All right, I have another one, so I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it up. I might not use the whole thing on this one, but just, you know, if we need it, we'll use it. All right, so that is gonna be too close, but I am gonna work it back here, and it already has a hook on the end. So I'm gonna really reach up here and hook this in to the top, let it hang down, and then nestle it in there. And then you can, you know, see through the ribbon and see those pieces. Just like that. So I have 2 more pieces. Feel like we can find somewhere to work these in this tree. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this so much. Like, every time I turn around and look at it, when, you know, sometimes I tell you guys, sometimes you have to step away from your project and look at it to really get a visual for it, because when you're right up on it, you don't see it as a whole. And so you're like, oh my gosh, I need to add this, this, and this. And you really don't. You don't need to add it because it just looks fantastic. Okay, so what I want to do with this one, I think, is I'm going to run it right here. This just seems like a weird empty space for me. And so I'm going to run this one and just tuck it right up here in the bottom. Just turn it around. This blocking is falling all over. There we go. Okay, I really like that. I feel like that really completed the front, so I'm just gonna take this last piece and, oh, loose ornament. And I'm gonna take this last piece and run it over here in the back, toward the kitchen. So this was a really great filler for about 50 bucks, you know, and 50 is a lot, but not when you're talking about a Christmas tree. It's really not a lot. Okay, so we have those placed. Now I have a few more, I call these big components, and that's kind of all we've added so far is just big components. And so I also got these from the Ribbon to Bows gals, and she got these in late this season. So she just let them go for retail also. So obviously I snagged 4 of them. They were $9 a piece. And I snagged them because look how adorable these are. And so we're gonna nestle these in here, and this is the perfect spot for one. And they also have fish and wire, and I'm just gonna run it up high just for added security. And I'm nestling that right there because it's precious. Oh my gosh, Payson is gonna love this tree when he gets home. I cannot wait to see his face. But I think from the way these look, they look like they come from Liberty Floral. I want to say I saw these at the wreath shop, but I think they sold out pretty early this year. But obviously, we have a Candyland, you know, gingerbread house theme going on, so obviously these are super stinking cute for this. You tuck that right in there. So yeah, I started off hating this tree, and now obviously I love it because it kind of just holds on to everything well, except for this, because this is not wanting to hold on to anything. Let me see if I can grab this branch. There we go. Perfect. And just angle that in there just like that. How are we looking? Yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, I have 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna run one more over here. I believe I will. Maybe. I don't know, 2 might be enough going on right there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just shook that like crazy. Okay, so we could put our third one here. You know what? I think I'm going to. And I'm going to hang it up here because you can't see it. And then grab a couple branches to hold on to it. So I don't want it sitting on top of that ball garland either. There we go. Like that. I love it. So then I'm going to take my fourth one and I'll run it over here to this side. Okay, so let's put this one. Where is that other one? Up there? I might run this one here. Oh no, that's too close. I don't know if I want to bring it down or bring it up. I don't want it right by that cake. There we go. Okay. So I think that's pretty well it for the big character things that I have for this tree. So now we can start adding all of our little stuff. So obviously I need to take the components from the tree topper and work them down the tree. That way it's real cohesive. So what we're gonna do is do the pink balls, the mint leaves, and the gingerbread, and we're gonna run those throughout. So I think I'm going to place my mint leaves first. I'm going to go ahead and start opening a few of those. Try to do them all at the same time. There we go. And they're caught on the tags. Those tags are not going to go anywhere. Okay. Fluff them out. Per the usual, rip the tag off. Fluff them out. You want that texture and dimension, my 2 favorite words. Fluff it out just like that, and just we're gonna start placing them throughout the tree. And some of these we're gonna kind of lay in and bring down. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna run this one in here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of bend it to work itself in there. Then I'm gonna lay my leaves out. Once you get it in there, you might have to fluff it a little differently, depending on what it's wanting to do. I like that though. And it's amazing how each little thing you add to a tree totally starts changing the way that the tree looks. So I have one there. I need to come up here, and it looks like there's a nice empty spot here for this one. Just like that. All right, let's do another one. Now I fanned this one out. I didn't really pull them toward the front, but I have it fanned out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna bend it. And bend it just like that, okay? And we're gonna take it, because I want it to come right about in here. Let's say right about in here. I'm gonna get it in there, and then I want it to lay out just like that. Move this ball garland around a little bit, put some behind it. And then these leaves are bendy too, and so I want it to look like it's flowing out of the tree, so I'm bending the leaves. And just letting it kind of rain out of the tree. That is really stinking pretty. Okay. Another one. I say okay a lot, don't I? Sorry, y'all. You don't realize, because everybody has like something they say. And so if you watch people live a lot, you're like, oh, that person always says blah, 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 whatever. And so you don't realize you have a thing until you start listening to yourself like this, like we do on the videos. And so then you kind of realize you have a thing and you're like, oh my gosh, I did not realize that I did that, especially that much. All right, where do we want another one? Definitely want another one over here. I'm gonna run that in there. Oh, that's perfect. That fit right in there. Fluff it out, bend it a little bit. Give it some texture and dimension. Just like that. Let's grab a few more. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're at 31 minutes, and I think our tree topper video was 20 minutes. So yeah, you're looking at about an hour. So when you charge for a tree, the first tree I did, I charged $100 an hour. That was not enough. It was not enough. So I would do $150 an hour, minimum 1 hour. And that's if all the stuff is there and you're just decorating it. If you're having to put it up or whatever, then that, that goes towards your hourly rate. So you can do that too if you wanted to put it up, or you can require them to do it. It would be cheaper on them if they did it, but some people just do not want to. And that's fine. But I would definitely do a 1 hour minimum. How's that look? Because this is a lot of work. Like, yeah, I'm moving really fast, mainly because I'm doing a tutorial. So I don't want y'all to see me sitting here, and I already have all my stuff laid out. So, gathering up my stuff took about an hour, deciding what I wanted to put in the tree. Obviously I bring way more to the table than what I'm going to use, but that's because I don't want to have to run back out to my garage in the middle of a video. So I don't know, that's a really blank spot right there. I think we're going to put something else though. But I do kind of want this one again to flow out of it right below this cake. So I'm going to run this in here just like that. I can bend this a little bit more, just like that. I love that. Okay, I have one more, which I know I have more of these outside, but I was like, surely I don't need 12 mint leaf picks. Well, apparently I do. That's okay. I can always add more later to the sides or whatever, but we're gonna get this front done in our video. And I just take the time to fluff every single leaf. Okay? Because what's the point of this pick if you're not getting everything out of it that you want? I don't know, this front though is looking really, really good. I feel like there's not another place for one of these. Unless, because this is an empty hole here, but I think I'm gonna stick something right there in a second. So I think what I'm gonna do is come right up here with this ball garland and come right in there. And I'm gonna work it into this branch and in this ball garland, just like we did on the other side. Actually, I'm gonna bend it. So I'm gonna bend it up and stick that down in there. If I can find a solid spot where it wants to hold it for me. There we go. And I'm just gonna kind of bend it and make it angle for me. Let me see how that looks. I might be going too far out to the side, and I think it is. Angle it up a little bit more, and then I think that'll work for us. Yes. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I think that's working. I think that's working for me. I like it. All right. Next. What do we want to add next? Oh, cupcakes. Forgot about my cupcakes. I have 3, because we know we like odd numbers. And cut the tags off. Or pull the tags off. And let's see where we can nestle these. So I could come up here, but I feel like that's a lot going on right there. What I think I want to do though is come in behind this ribbon, because this tree is really hollow and I want the tree to stick out. I really do, but I don't want to be able to really just see through it the whole time. So I'm taking this cupcake, and I don't know if you can see this on the video, probably not because it's behind this loop, but I'm sticking it inside the tree. So you can definitely see it from out here. Yes, you can see it in the video. It's going right behind that cake. I'm gonna take this one, and I really think I can work it up there. I really feel like it can go right in here, neatly. And hang it on one of these branches. This one doesn't have a big of a hanger as the ornaments did. I can tuck that right in there, and I like that. You can't really see it, but you can. You can see it enough to know it's there, and that's what we want. So I have 2 of those there, and I think I'm just going to bring this one here, and I'm going to nestle it. Oh, I'm going to go right here. This spot needs something. Definitely needed something. Perfect. All right, now we have these big pink ornaments, and I really feel like I want to add them, but I want to add them into my tree also, like into the tree. Just some nice fillers going on in there. So a lot of people, I swear they will spend so much money because they will put nothing on the outside. They will straight stick ornaments all in their tree. And then it's like they decorate in front of it. It's like they're just using them as fillers, which these are really great fillers. These are super cute, and these came from Hobby Lobby last year. I'm gonna see where else I want these awesome fillers. I have one here. Stick one in here behind this ribbon. It just looks so hollow. I like that. Just working these throughout this tree. And I feel like something needs to go right here, but I don't think it's this. It's not cooperating. Oh wait, we might be on to something. And we can just cover that up. Look at that, that is so cute. I like it. All right, we have one more. So those are working nicely down the tree. And then I'm gonna come over to my other side that needs stuff, and I'm gonna stick this one right in here. Cute, 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 cute. Next, we are going to take the rest of, wait. Oh, there we are. The gingerbread leaves, we gotta work those into the tree too. Now I only have 3. Did I really only get 6? I think I did, because I didn't plan on putting them in my tree topper. But that's okay. We know we can work in odd numbers. Easily. Can easily work in odd numbers. All right. Spread those babies out just like that. I really feel like I want this waterfall down right there in the middle too. I just feel like that is so empty right here. Let me see if I can make this work. I can, and I love it. I already knew I loved it before I even got it all the way in there. Look at that! And it just looks like those cute gingerbread cookie snowflakes are just falling right out of that tree. Oh, I got all my stuff under my feet. I am in love with that. All right, so I only have 2 more, so we need to place these carefully. And so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go one here, and I'm gonna somehow bring one right here. So we're really just spacing these toward the front, and honestly, we can angle all of them to fall out of the tree, and I think we get a lot more coverage that way too. Yes. Oh my gosh, I hope y'all are loving this as much as me. Because this is coming together like way better than I thought it would. Like way better than I even imagined. Oh my gosh, look at the coverage right there too. Love, love, love. And I want to make sure they're facing the front so we can see them. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And just so cohesive, running down that tree. And so all I'm doing is bending that, just like that. And they're just waterfalling down. We almost make it into a swag. So now I gotta see where I want to place this one, and I think I want it to go right here. I need to make sure it's held up enough to not fall too much. Oh, yes. Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. So stinking happy. Okay, pink ball sprays from the top. Let's place those. And I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have plenty of those left. These are so heavy. These are gonna be kind of hard to place. They're just, you would not think this is heavy, but they're not styrofoam. And they have those, like, they're sugared. So they're kind of heavy. All right, I'm looking. Where do we want it to go? Where do we want it to go? I know I can get away with one right here. Where else? Where else? I really feel like there needs to be one here with these mint leaves. Just kind of stuck in there, like so. I don't know, I might run it behind this ribbon. I think I like that a little bit better, just separating it out just a little bit more. And then you can kind of see it both ways. Where else? I think tucked inside of here, just like we did that ornament. We can just really tuck it in there and let the branches hold on to it. I can pull this branch around and pull this up and let it rest right there. Like that. Oh yeah, the Facebook warriors are gonna kill me for this one. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, they're gonna hang me. I tell ya. I'm gonna sit this one right in here. That one's really holding on to nothing but this outside branch, and that is okay. All right, we're gonna place one here. And I'm sticking that one kind of really into the tree. We have one more, so I'll probably go around to the other side and place it. Oh my gosh, this tree is so fun. Like, this is just a fun, magical tree. I really think I'm going to carry this one up top. Finish off that tree topper. No, I'm not. I'm just pretending like the back of that tree does not exist. I'm going to place it. For the purposes of this video, the back of this tree does not exist. Okay. Some big white ornaments I could have stuck in there, but I only have 2. Oh, I have one more. It fell. But wait, there's more. Where do I want this one to go? Right here. Just like that. Now, marshmallows. Do we want to add our marshmallows? At this point, we're just adding, you know, what, I have some stuff sitting around. If I just want it, you know, this is, ooh, we could have stopped a long time ago. But, you know, I got it sitting here. It's almost Christmas, so I'm obviously not going to use it in anything else. So why not? So there is a gap right here. And so I said I wanted to use these as a tree topper. I'm not using them for my tree topper, but we kind of are. Gonna run it just like that. Let's see how that looks. I like it. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'm just fluffing every little piece of this marshmallow spray out. We're gonna come right in here on the other side, in this gap, and place it. Perfect. Okay, let's see, I have 3 more. I have a mess. Oh, I have a mess to clean up. All right, let's bring this one down right here. Right into the tree. We're just gonna let it stick out of the tree, real whimsical. You can, you know, bend these to give them some life. These are packed in a box on a cargo ship for like ever. So you gotta bring some life to your picks. All right, so we're gonna work this one right down in here, right along this area. And those branches just really grab onto it nicely. One more. I wish I had more, but that's okay. We always make it work. We always make it work, 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 work. You know what? I might do the bendy thing on this one too. And I might come right in here. Not on top of that. See if we can get it in there. And then work it around these branches. Move it about. Give it some life. Just like that. I'm going to push it up into the tree just a little bit more. And I might stick this on top of it a little more also. Like so. I don't want to stick it out the front too much and looking all awkward. Okay, so I have those. I don't really want to add those. I thought maybe I wanted to bring a red element into here, but I think I have enough red. I don't think I want to add these. I think they would be cute, but I don't necessarily, I'm not really thinking that it needs these. Let me pull one off and see. Now this is a big spray. So I'm gonna break it up into 3 and I'm just pulling this off. I don't know, these might look cute, we'll see. Let's add them. Let's find out if we need them. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, we need them. Gosh, how did I know? How did I know? I almost didn't add them, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So, you know, you think adding this red, you'd be crazy, but it really just accentuates the candy feature. It doesn't really, it doesn't take away from it. Click this one. All right, so this is one spray, and I got 3, which you could get 6, but I'm leaving 2 of them together. Yeah, I like that. I was not expecting to like that. But I really see this hole right here. And I have this ball garland, but I really feel like one of these needs to be coming out of here. Just really felt like that needed to happen. Yes, it did. Matter of fact, it did. All right, so I have 3 of these sprays, which means we're gonna have 9. So that's gonna be plenty to really put these in here as little accents in this tree. So we got 1, 2, and 3. And these don't really, these add just enough accent. They don't really pop, so you can really place them, you know, anywhere. And they really go with the gingerbread snowflakes, and everything just kind of comes together this way, I feel like. And you can bend it how you need it. Bend this one this way a little bit, just so it holds on a little bit better. I'm gonna spread it out. Yeah, so between the marshmallows and the gingerbread snowflakes, cookies, pieces, whatever they are, I keep calling them different things, those really bind together, and it all just really goes together to create kind of just this magical wonderland candy themed tree. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I hope y'all love it too. I hope y'all are getting ideas. Y'all's trees are probably already decorated because, you know, it's almost Christmas. I've even barely bought Christmas presents. It's just been, it's been a chaotic year. It's been a chaotic couple of months, but definitely a chaotic year. Come right here. I hope we have a cold front moving in because that wind is going crazy and it's so hot. Like, don't get me wrong, I love wearing shorts, but I hate this humidity. I cannot deal. My hair cannot deal. My hair's clean, by the way, y'all. I washed it this morning, and it goes right back in a clip because this Texas humidity and me do not get along. All right, we got 3 more. I really feel like these pieces finished this tree off. I truly do. I'm so glad I added them. I really like the vibe that it gave. We could even stick one up top. I wonder if we need to do that to complete it. I don't know, maybe not. Right above that poinsettia. Just thinking out loud. Okay, let's do, it's almost too close together. I think I want to come, I really wanted it to come right in here. And these aren't pieces that I'm trying to just see a lot of, but I want to be able to see them enough. I want them to just sprinkle throughout the tree. All right, 2 more. I think we're good on the front. I don't know. This is such an empty space right here. I already have one right here, but it's okay, I think, because these are really just sprinkled in. They don't stand out. They just finish it. And so I'm just gonna stick one right behind there. And I like that. Let's hold that fall garland in there. All right, one more. We're gonna obviously come over here to our little play area on the side. And stick it right in there. I don't know what I just lost. What did I lose? Oh, one of the balls fell off the pick. What? How did that happen? Stick that back down in there. Go back on there. Running away. All right, guys, I don't think I'm adding anything else into this tree so the Facebook warriors don't kill me. So there we go. Ta-da! I hope y'all love it. I had super fun decorating it. So we're at about an hour on this one, so about an hour and 20 minutes, but y'all saw I took my time. So I hope this inspires you. I hope y'all are having a great week. It's almost Christmas. Get that Christmas shopping done. I'm talking to myself. Anyway, have a great week, guys. I will see y'all later. Bye.